at that church doorstep? When were you first hearing about it? And talk about once you kind of got there, how things were looking.
I got indication on Friday when they arrived that 16 migrants had been brought to Sacramento by chartered private flight, and we're now in Sacramento. And I understood that Catholic Charities had reached out to the Department of Social Services for California, and then made it to the governor's office, and then to my office, the Attorney General's office. And so I and my team immediately began making plans for me to spend time with them and visit with them and speak with them. And after a long journey and after being manipulated and exploited and abused, they were interested in getting some rest on Friday. But on Saturday morning, I visited with them and spoke to every one of them, and had a chance to hear about their stories and their journey to arriving to Sacramento.
And talk to me a little bit about those conversations. Where are a majority of them from? And when you talked with them, what kind of things did they tell you? What was kind of their circumstance?
Most are from Venezuela. I think 14 of the 16 from Venezuela, the other 2 from Colombia. Most were young. One began her journey when she was 17, and when I met her yesterday, she's now 18. She's the youngest. Others were in their mid-20s, some in their early 30s, all relatively young. Most were men. 12, I would say, of the 16 were men, and there were 4 women. And they generally had a journey of about 3 months that took them from Venezuela through multiple countries by walking, by bus, by rail, by boat, to arrive in the United States, and specifically in Texas. And they came with the hope and dream of working, of earning their keep, of contributing and being compensated for their work and their contribution. They want to have a job, and they want to be able to support their families. Many of them separated from their families and went on this journey with the hope of being able to find a job that would allow them to send money one told me she had a 3-year-old at home. Another said they had 6 children at home. One of them played for me the audio recording on his phone of his 9-year-old daughter, who said this in her voicemail. She said, "Papa, tengo hambre." Father, I'm hungry. We didn't eat yesterday. Mama is sick. Please help us. And he said that was during his journey. So it was days or weeks ago. And he is very eager and feeling a very strong sense of urgency to be able to work and send money home for the future and survival of his family. And they all said, we want to work. We're not asking for a handout. We're not asking to be given anything we don't deserve. We want to work and get a job. And we also want to make sure we attend our immigration hearings. They all had hearings that were given to them. Some were as early as later this month, some later this year. And many of them were in locations nowhere near Sacramento, like New York or Chicago. And so they are concerned about us assuring that they can attend those, and making sure that they don't fail to appear and then have a order in their absence, ordering their removal from the United States. So they want to work and they want to attend their immigration hearing so that they can go through the appropriate process here in the United States to be able to stay. And their journey was unique. Where they came from, the challenges they faced, they mentioned that they were that they found each other on the journey. Most of them didn't know each other back in their home country. They met each other on the journey, and they stuck together. They often slept on the street. And they said that they slept together near each other in a group for safety, so that they wouldn't be alone and able to be targeted. They also said that there were days when they didn't eat. And after all that, to arrive in the United States of America, and for the first people that they met, be people who abused them, exploited them, lied to them, mistreated them, misled them, deceived them, and said that they would, gave them hope about why they came, that they would help them find a job if they got on this plane, when they had no intention of helping them find a job and didn't lift a finger to provide them a job. They've suffered, and that is, they were wronged. And it was the state of Florida who did it. It was, they have documents that has the name of the state of Florida on it. It names the specific program that these individuals who met them were participating in. The state of Florida, and I say it's euphemistically called this Voluntary Transportation Program. And it's being implemented by a private vendor, a private company called Vertol Systems, Inc., VERTOL. And, this is Governor DeSantis' state of Florida. This is his cruel, inhumane, political stunt, manipulating human beings, people, for whatever cheap political points he wants to get in his run for presidency. So they were wronged. They have suffered. And having gone through that difficult journey to get here, and then the abuse and exploitation by the state of Florida, they were grateful for what they were given in Sacramento. They said, thank you for caring. Thank you for having a big heart. We haven't had a good meal in a long time. They had a roof over their head to sleep in. They're being provided with legal counsel and mental and physical health care, and people who are going to help them make sure they can attend their hearings and maybe one day find a job. So that's how they should have been treated the whole time. That's what it means to be American, an America built on immigrants. Their story is very unique, but at its core, it's the story of people coming from a country where they're facing suffering or violence and don't have a future, and coming to America in pursuit of opportunity and a better life. That story's been told thousands of times in thousands of ways across decades in the United States of America. It's my story. It's my mother's story. My parents brought me to California when I was 2 months old from the Philippines because of the rise of a dictator and the stripping away of freedoms and democracy and human rights. And they wanted a better life and opportunity here in California. That's what these folks want. But they were treated with the most un-American approach that they could have received, the opposite of what we should be doing. They were treated as political pawns and exploited. And so that's wrong. And Governor DeSantis should be ashamed of himself. He's small and petty and xenophobic and racist, and he's advertising that to the world with this disgusting policy that they've implemented in the state of Florida.
I appreciate you kind of going in depth on that part of it. I want, just connect the dots for me. So they were in Texas when they first crossed into the country, and in what you believe is that officials in Florida orchestrated them from Texas to New Mexico to Sacramento. Is that based on the evidence that you're gathering? I just want to make sure we're clear, and that's what you found so far.
That's what we found. And you are right to be, I don't want to sign anything, but seemingly dubious or wanting confirmation, because it's the state of Florida operating in other states that have no connection to the state of Florida. There's not one migrant here that was ever set foot in the state of Florida. The state of Florida has used state of Florida public tax dollars to pay for Vertol systems to be in Texas, another state, a different state, to engage with migrants and to mislead them with the hope and dream of possibly finding jobs, to lure them onto a plane and to take them to another state. Again, another state that's not Florida. So it's perplexing why the state of Florida would be operating a program like this that operates in another state, but yet they are. The documents show it, and you have the chronology right. The Vertical Systems representatives met the migrants in El Paso, Texas, took them by van, I believe, to Albuquerque, New Mexico, and then they flew from Albuquerque, New Mexico to Sacramento, California.
Couple more quick ones and then we'll get you out of here, and we appreciate your time. You talk about criminal, you're pursuing criminal or civil potential, looking into what kind of charges you could potentially go for. Tell me who specifically you might be going after, and how possible would it be to go after those that are in potentially other states? What would that, just kind of paint that picture for me, and what that would look like?
Yeah, high level, we're looking at all possible civil and criminal actions that we can take based on the facts and the law here. And the people that are could be potentially implicated are those who were part of this official act and carried it out. So the state of Florida, Governor DeSantis, the employees who work for Vertical Systems, the private vendor that's hired by the state of Florida. They're the ones who did this. This is their official policy. It's in their budget. It's a budget signed by the governor of Florida. They're not hiding this program. It has an official name, the State of Florida Voluntary Transportation Program. Again, I say it's euphemistic because they want us to believe it's voluntary, but these are individuals who are potentially under duress and being mistreated and misled and deceived. So we're looking at both criminal and civil. On the criminal side, we're looking at potential felonies, potential misdemeanors. A lot of what is at the core of what we're looking at is the potential duress, deception, misrepresentation, falsification, fraudulent aspects of the conduct. And of course, the individuals were in the course and scope of these acts were brought and ultimately arrived in California, and that is the California nexus.
And are you helping now these migrants get to the destinations that they need to go to, in the sense of, if they have a court case in a certain state, are you providing transportation? What happens to these migrants now?
There's a as you would expect in California, there's a team who have come together to provide the different supports that the migrants need. And one is a legal counsel available to them to assist them in making sure they can attend their hearings. That might mean rescheduling them or relocating them. If they're going to be in Sacramento, it could be that the hearings get relocated to a place that's convenient in California. So there is support to work with them to make sure that they can get a hearing at a place and time where they can appear and participate in person in that hearing. And then, all sorts of other support: food, shelter, mental and physical health, legal counsel, pathways to jobs, all being provided to them.
Last one. When you hear governors like Abbott or DeSantis, or these, ones that have been very vocal on this, say, maybe not so much DeSantis, he's in Florida, but Governor Abbott saying, we're overwhelmed by the influx of migrants, and the only way that we can get attention about this issue is to send migrants to other places to get attention of some of these leaders in these other states. What would be your response when you hear some of these leaders in some of these areas say things like that?
It's a silly, cruel, inhumane, disgusting political stunt. Not one of these migrants is from Florida. This is Governor DeSantis reaching out into another state to try to create out of whole cloth some political points for himself. He's not saying, I have all these migrants in Florida that I need to move. He's going over to Texas. And no one needs to tell California about immigrants and migrants. We are California. We are a border state. We are the largest state in the nation with the most immigrants in the nation. We have thrived with immigrants. We know they are an integral part of who we are, who we will be, our future and our present, that they have built our state, that our immigrants are in leadership positions, driving forward our pathway and defining our future. I'm one of them. There are thousands and hundreds of thousands of others. And the way we do it in California is the way it should be done. It's the way the Statute of Liberty tells us that we should do it, bringing us our poor huddled masses and tired and huddled masses and caring for them. And we're a country of immigrants. We're a state of immigrants in California. So it is political theater. It is cruel and inhumane. It represents the worst of who we are. And the folks who are doing this need to be reminded that politics is about helping people, not about hurting people. They're hurting people intentionally, deliberately. They're exploiting them for their own personal political gain. They're not providing any policy solution here. They're not providing any humane or compassionate approach to our immigration system. It's simple cruelty, callous political theater that should be rejected out of hand. It's